Hey, good morning. If you have kids or grandkids, they likely started school recently. So how do you deal with that separation anxiety? We have Deborah Stum here today with Supermoms 360. Good morning.
Good morning, Candace. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm feeling relaxed, but I imagine we were chatting about this, you know?
My husband is not relaxed right now. He's at home getting the kids ready for school. So.
And then, San Diego Unified just started last week, and we were talking about, just even more than the hesitation, there can be some deep psychological things behind that anxiety, both for parents and for kids.
Yeah,
Talk about
for parents and kids alike. And one of the things is, if you do a few simple things, it can really help your child through that anxiety. And patience is one of the biggest things. Don't expect it to happen overnight. It takes time for these things to, it's nerve-wracking. It's exciting, but it's nerve-wracking when you start school.
So what are some specific tips, let's say, getting ready for school?
Yeah, so the first thing in the morning, have a morning routine established. If the kids have a set time that they get up, a routine for getting their clothes on, brushing their teeth, eating breakfast, they're going to know what to expect, and that will decrease the anxiety for them.
And I can imagine the parents' anxiety can transfer to the kids. So what can you do, or what do you watch out for so you're not transferring that stress?
Well, first of all, take a deep breath, which we all forget to breathe a lot. Yes. But I would say one of the biggest things, try not to be late. And, all of us moms are chronically 5 minutes late. That's just a thing. It's just a thing, and we have to forgive ourselves.
That's when you trick yourself by pushing the clock.
I do. My car's 7 minutes ahead. I tell you, my husband thinks it's strange.
Crazy.
Yeah. But if you can even wake up 5 or 10 minutes earlier and avoid that rush, when you're running late, everybody gets stressed out. So if you can avoid doing that, that's going to help the day start a lot smoother.
And how about when you get home, the type of conversations to have, what to ask in a welcoming way that helps the next day?
Yeah, if they're experiencing some anxiety at school, have a little one-on-one time. I kind of call it cuddle time, individually, just one-on-one with each child. Try to focus on the positive things that happen during the day, because that tends to put them in the mindset of, oh, there's some really good things. I made some new friends. I like my teacher. But if they're having trouble, talk it through with them. And definitely, like you said, don't put your own anxiety on them. That's going to make it worse.
And a specific question I had, cell phones. A lot of kids going to school and they want the cell phone, but I know people are on both sides.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of want to give your kid a cell phone so you can check in on them, text them, but what are your thoughts on that? I know it must be different for different parents.
Yeah, well, and I think, each family has to decide what age it's appropriate. And for a lot of people, when their kids are a little bit older, maybe going into middle school, they have it for emergencies. But most schools don't allow the phones on at all. So you're really not going to be able to check in on them during the middle of the day anyway. So what you want to do is just make sure that they are feeling confident with themselves. One of the things with younger children, don't linger at the classroom. It's so hard, but I see it all the time. The kids are crying and they're upset, but it makes it so much harder on the teacher if you don't separate, and a lot of that is actually the parents. Once the parent leaves, the child is fine.
And these tips are so great, because it's not just for the beginning of school. I mean, before test day, graduation. I mean, that stress is more like a wave in the beginning, and then you got finals, middle school, high school, so.
Exactly, and making sure you have that family time as well, a little downtime, because kids are so overscheduled these days, and that can add to the anxiety as well. So make sure you have a little quiet time. Maybe it's reading before bedtime. Just having time that's not completely overscheduled really helps as well.
And really quick, Deborah, if people didn't catch these tips, where can they learn more about it?
Yes, we've got these and a lot more on supermoms360.com, and we have a section called Trending Now, and it's right at the top of the Trending Now section. Yes.
Thanks, Deborah. Thanks so much for coming in.
You're very welcome.
Maybe helping some parents ease their anxiety as well as their kids and the entire family.
Thanks, Candace.